Vanakkam. Spatikam overseas education, training and consultancy. Spatikam, which is a Tamil word, crystal clear. We wanted to be transparent in what all we do. In today's world, being transparent gives a self-confidence to the people as well as to us when we deal with students. And the students are very happy when they come to us and when we deal crystal clear to them. Spatikam initially started in the month of March 2012, means the last year. It was officially launched in the Hotel Green Park with the Dr. Paul Chellakumar, who is pioneer in this sector in counseling students. Moving on from there, we legally started representing UK universities and direct representatives. I'm being a global graduate from Coventry University London campus and a Master of Business Administration from there. I have gained a first-hand knowledge from there to counsel students who have come to my office for overseas education. From there we started our journey to counsel students who have come to our office, and not only that, we step out from our office to different universities, and most of our targets are in rural areas like Tirunelveli, Toothukudi, Nagarkovil, Coimbatore, Karur. All these places we visit universities and we speak to students, we conduct workshops and we meet their demands at the right point at the right time. They have to come with a confidence, like how a patient goes to a doctor. If a doctor gives a bad counseling or a bad memorization to a patient, the patient health goes to a wane. The same way as a consultant, being a chief executive officer of Spatikam, when the students meets me, we are transparent. Today, if you take, there is in a UK education, there is no post-study work visa. That means that 1 year if you go for your UK education, you get 2 years of post-study work visa, which deals with after your graduation, you are authorized to work for 2 years in the country, which currently they have stopped it. But the students who have come to us, we can't make a false statements to them saying that you get your work permit once you go there. That is not our thing. We step to tell the student that this is what current happening in this country, UK, in Australia, and Canada, and US. So students are very happy that even from the step 1, what we are doing in the first step, which will lead us to the last step. From the admission, filling up the application forms, counseling the students, and explaining the modules, explaining the quad semester's methodology, the living style, the living exposure, and then accommodation, the visa process, which we guided from the step 1. For this, when they step into my office, they meet the front desk coordinator, who is Vigneshwaran, who deals with different type of students, and he meets different type of students there and he explains according to their demands. Once they are happy and they wanted to meet me, they come into my room. I meet them personally, I guide them personally, I explain the statement personally and tell them this is what is happening currently, this is what will be a future scope, and this is what will do for you in your expected career in the future. Apart from that, we are currently 100 universities representative. We are an association of aggregate advisors on overseas education. There is an association which deals with overseas counseling students, who is a pioneer like Campus Abroad Chairman Ms. Dr. Paul Chellakumar, who is the patron of this association. With his permissions, I've been officially representing this association as a lifetime member. Not only for particular country, they deal with all countries. So apart from that, we work closely with British Council, which is for recruiting students for abroad education, and also the materials has been supplied from British Council for IELTS training. The IELTS training, which I have to point out, most of the universities currently needs IELTS, like taking an example from United Kingdom universities, at least 6.5 for doing their master's degree there. When student comes with that expectation, they ask me, sir, I have got an English mark around 55% in English, and will I be able to take up master degree. I've completed my BSc Home Science here. I want to do my hotel management and masters. I just directly tell them if English mark is 55, I've asked them to go in for a IELTS training. As my trainer, our corporate trainer, Mr. Rajan K. Menon has stated, the importance of IELTS and the training methodology which he carried out. Whoever student comes, I put him to Rajan K. Menon and he takes care of the student and he brings back with a successful score. This is all we do in Spatikam. Our important USP is, unique selling point is moving to a rural area. As I mentioned before, students from rural area like Thoothukudi, Karur, Madurai, the interior tier 2 cities within that city are little been scared about how to go about this overseas education. They're thinking like, if I speak in English, how they will treat me up, and am I confident to speak in English to them? So you don't worry about that. For that, Spatikam is here. We have got an official associate manager who can communicate in Tamil to students and focus on students' needs. And he speaks in Tamil and counsel them in the Tamil. We train them in English and moving on to IELTS, and then we recruit them to abroad education. As I stated earlier, we move to rural areas like tier 2 cities. We directly conduct workshops. Like example, recently when we went to Dr. Shivanti Adityanar University in Thoothukudi, and we spoke about the entrepreneurial strategies, like how to be a global leader. Like we are all getting in a graduation and we are getting a degree certificate in from the institute where we study, and nobody thinks of how it is valid in the market and what all the knowledge we gain. Particularly, I asked 4 questions to the students, which is essentially need in the market, which is decision making, problem solving, critical thinking. These 3 things which is more important when you get employed in a company. So all these 3 is being concentrated in overseas education. Like most of the UK universities in the US and Canada and Australia and China, Ireland, Switzerland, all this type of universities, they deal with your critical thinking. I would like to quote some of the leaders who went abroad for studying, which is already normally quoted by during our launch. Dr. C.B. Bal Chellakumar has stated, he asked direct one question: why should Mr. Ambani, why should he wants to go abroad and study in Oxford University? He has got the big business, he has got the biggest management system, he has got a wonderful, everything was in order. Why he has to go abroad to the study? The only one point is culture diversification. The thing what you learn, the exposure, the knowledge which you gain there makes you a good leader in your market when you come back and start serving in your industry. And also he coded like Cyrus Mistry from Tata Groups. At the young age, he started taking up Tata Group to the next level. So all this point of view, not from a recent Cyrus Mistry to Ambani. Also I could quote Dr. Manmohan Singh, Mahatma Gandhi, who all graduated from Oxford universities, have been the leader in the market today. The education matters wherever you go. They look into your certificate and ask, you are a graduate. And what all the exposure and the skill have you got is only been shown when you started working for the company. When you explore yourself, when you exhibit yourself in a company, they are very keen on you and taking you to the next level. So I encourage students wish to study abroad. It's a good idea, the good investment you make in education. You are always welcome to Spatikam Overseas Education Training and Consultancy, and we are here to serve you, and thank you very much.